We're open 6 days a week from 9 till 7, Monday through Saturday, sorry. And you can see them up there. We've designed 2 packages for these free posters, and they both involve laminating it, but there's a lot of ways to frame them. There is a limited edition, and out of the limited edition of these, we talked earlier before, and I found out that half of the edition is already sold. So it's a very small edition size. There's only 400 signed and numbered paper prints, so the people at home that if they own a Fogarty piece, they know you can't snooze or you're going to lose. I mean, your stuff sells out so fast. And
it does, especially the hockey pieces. You know, it outsells any other sport that I do, and it's driven me to do more hockey art over the years. So it's definitely become a collectible, an industry in collecting hockey art.
Yeah, you know, I think involving kids and hockey and whatnot. I mean, any sport I think would do good, but it's something about hockey, and we're in the state of hockey that it becomes kind of I don't know, like obsession with some people. They own one, and then other people that come over talk about, oh, hey, have you ever seen the one he did like this and that? And people go through and try to complete the collection.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and the enthusiasm is really local. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, other parts of the country respond well to it, but nothing like here in Minnesota. And obviously, I put a lot of Minnesota elements in the pieces, but many of the pieces are generic. But the fascination or the enthusiasm for collecting hockey art is really, I mean, this area is #1.
Well, I think, you know, part of that to blame is because of you for making such a small edition size, and us here getting first crack at them. We eat them up before they have a chance to get it around the country, you know. We've sold some of your pieces from people that have come into town on vacation, or they're on a wedding or whatnot, and then they take it back home with them, and then before you know it, a couple of their neighbors see it and end up buying one. So it takes time to kind of get it out there. But
right. I mean, and I think in the States, anyway, there probably aren't a lot of artists doing as much hockey as I do. And I think if you go to Canada, there's at least a couple artists doing hockey imagery, which you would expect in Canada. It's the national game. But so it's a nice little pocket of interest here, and as it spreads around, it gets to be more popular, especially in the northeast part of the United States, Michigan, and even in California now with the growing youth hockey out there.
And the Wild, or no, the Mighty Ducks, or whatever.
Mighty Ducks winning the cup, right?
But I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break and flash through some more of Terry's art for the people at home. For all you guys at home also, or on the internet now, we are showing our shows on our website, and that's www.artbarbarians.com. You can watch any number of the shows we've done with Terry on the website at any time, 24/7. But stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more Terrence Fogarty. Hi, and welcome back. I'm Chris Knutson, and we're joined by Terrence Fogarty. Yeah, Terry, okay, let's jump right into this next piece here behind us on the set, Sons of March. Can you tell us a little bit about this piece?
Well, Sons of March was, this was the 10th year, 2007 was the 10th year that I had done a piece of art for the boys' state high school league, the high school hockey tournament, and the high school league. Back in '98 was the first year that I had some artwork on the cover, and it's become a tradition for the past 10 years to do something for the boys, and actually, starting in '99, the girls' tournament covers programs, and then I do a print of that and go down to the tournament and exhibit the work down there. Sons of March was kind of a culmination. I wanted to do something special that would highlight a lot of the teams that had been in the tournaments over the years. I did something similar in '99 called Tribute, which depicted high school age kids on the ice of the old St. Paul Civic Center. Sons of March is a little more of a grassroots image on an outdoor rink and featuring younger kids, mites, but wearing the traditional uniforms of the programs of the high schools that they might play for. And there's over 50 programs depicted here. That's not as many teams that have ever appeared in the tournament. There have been over 100 teams that have appeared in the tournament, at one time or another, but I didn't feel like spending a half a year working on a piece trying to get all those teams in. I picked out my choices were the champions, the teams that have won championships, and then some sentimental runners-up, and then a few others scattered throughout the painting that I thought represented, high school hockey at the tournament. The background is downtown St. Paul, obviously. It's very reminiscent of a piece I did for the Wild, the NHL All-Star game called Starry Night.
Sure, yeah.
Very similar look to it. But I had wanted to do something really special for being the 10-year anniversary of my work being on the cover. And on the prints, you'll see there's a small border on the bottom, little vignettes of each of the previous year's covers that I strung together on the border to give the people a flavor of the previous years, at the tournament. So it's been very popular, and I thought it would be, because anytime you put a lot of teams in there, it's very, just increases the number of people who are going to draw an interest in it.
A lot of memories from people with their kids skated.
Yeah, and then just, the families that are in those programs, really gravitate towards this piece. So, plus the fact that it's outside and it's reminiscent of, the way hockey used to be and the way people used to play hockey.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's been a great seller through our shop, and we've framed a ton of these pieces. The way we figured, too, it was Terry's 10th year of doing the piece. We wanted to do a little better package for framing it. And the package that's behind me here, right behind me, we used a nice cherry frame with a fillet or a fillet as the inside piece of wood. And then we cut some holes in the matting to show the previous 9 images that you've done for the tournament cover. And if anything